who is known for his work in exploring the mysteries of the universe, recently made an astonishing statement that has sent shockwaves across the globe: the Garden of Eden might have finally been discovered. This bold assertion follows the equally striking announcement by Dr. John Smith, an archaeologist who led an expedition into northern Iraq, where a hidden, ancient cave system was unearthed. Inside, the team found remarkable artifacts and plant species unlike anything ever seen before, leading some to believe they could be connected to the legendary paradise described in biblical texts. The cave lies nestled near the borders of Turkey and Iran, strategically positioned close to the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, two of the four rivers mentioned in the Bible as flowing through the Garden of Eden. This proximity to the ancient Mesopotamian heartland, historically considered the cradle of civilization, has sparked excitement and speculation. Could this region, so rich in early human history, be the site of the biblical paradise, the birthplace of humanity's first home? If Eden did exist in some physical form, could this cave be the missing link? Dr. Smith's expedition discovered not only ancient artifacts but also a breathtaking variety of plants, unlike anything scientists have studied before. These plants appear to be genetically distinct from those found anywhere else on Earth, with certain species exhibiting traits that bear striking similarities to the trees described in biblical accounts of Eden. In the Bible, Eden is famously described as a lush paradise full of fruit-bearing trees, each offering abundant sustenance. Could these newly uncovered species be the very same plants that once nourished Adam and Eve? What makes these plants truly fascinating is their remarkable ability to thrive in an environment that seems inhospitable to most forms of life. The cave, which is hard to access and surrounded by rugged terrain, houses underground streams and boasts natural temperature control, creating a unique ecosystem that allows these plants to flourish. This raises an intriguing possibility: could these plants offer insights into creating hardier crops capable of withstanding droughts, diseases, and other challenges facing modern agriculture? If these ancient species can survive in such extreme conditions, what might they teach us about the future of food security and climate change resilience? For those who view the Garden of Eden through a spiritual lens, its meaning transcends mere geography. The biblical account of Eden, found in the book of Genesis, paints a picture of a perfect world where humans lived in harmony with nature and the divine. Eden is described as a paradise filled with lush greenery and flowing rivers, a place where life thrived without fear, pain, or death. It was a place of peace, beauty, and abundance, where God walked among Adam and Eve, giving them everything they needed to live in eternal harmony. Central to the garden's symbolism are the tree of life, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. The latter was the forbidden tree, and it was from this tree that Adam and Eve ate, gaining the knowledge of good and evil but losing their innocence in the process. Their disobedience led to their expulsion from Eden, marking the beginning of humanity's journey through hardship. In Christianity, the story of Eden serves as a foundation for understanding original sin, the notion that humanity's fall from grace came as a result of Adam and Eve's choice to disobey God. This act introduced sin, suffering, and death into the world, and the need for redemption became central to Christian belief. In Islam, the story is similar, with Adam and Eve living in a heavenly garden called Jannah before being sent to earth after their fall. However, Islam places less emphasis on the concept of original sin, focusing more on the ideas of learning, repentance, and God's mercy. Despite the thrilling possibility of this being the actual Garden of Eden, many skeptics have quickly voiced their doubts. Some argue that Dr. Smith's findings, while intriguing, don't automatically confirm the existence of a biblical paradise. The passage of thousands of years, coupled with geological shifts and natural disasters, might have erased any conclusive evidence linking the cave to the fabled Eden. The landscape of ancient Mesopotamia has changed drastically over millennia, and it's possible that the site once believed to be Eden was destroyed long ago, making it impossible to definitively prove the cave's connection to the biblical narrative. Additionally, critics point out that many ancient cultures, including the Sumerians, Babylonians, and Mesopotamians, have their own versions of a divine garden, which may have influenced the biblical Eden story. These civilizations tell of lush, sacred gardens maintained by gods, but there are significant differences in the details. This raises the question, could the story of Eden simply be an ancient myth passed down and adapted over time, with multiple interpretations across various cultures? While the debate over whether this cave is the Garden of Eden rages on, the environmental and agricultural implications of the discovery are hard to ignore. The plant species discovered within the cave are unlike anything seen before, and their ability to survive in a cave ecosystem with little outside influence presents an exciting opportunity for researchers. Could these plants hold the key to solving some of today's most pressing agricultural challenges? Scientists are eager to study their genetic makeup, hoping to unlock secrets that could lead to the development of crops that are more resistant to disease, pests, and extreme weather conditions. If these ancient species can survive in such extreme conditions, what might they teach us about the future of food security and climate change resilience? Moreover, the ecosystem in which these plants thrive offers a glimpse into the natural harmony described in the biblical story. Eden has long been portrayed as a place where humans and animals lived without conflict, where nature flourished year-round, and where peace reigned. The cave's unusual environment, combined with the plant's ability to thrive there, mirrors this vision of a perfect, harmonious world. Could it be that this discovery is not just a scientific breakthrough but a metaphorical reminder of the balance we once had with nature, and the balance we must work to restore in the face of modern environmental challenges? Despite the many theories about Eden's location, from the fertile plains of Mesopotamia to the lush lands of Africa near the Nile, the discovery of this cave in northern Iraq has reignited interest in the ancient region. The proximity to the Tigris and Euphrates, the discovery of unique plants, and the ancient artifacts found within the cave make this site an intriguing candidate for the true Garden of Eden. Whether it turns out to be the legendary paradise or simply an ancient site rich in history, the search for Eden continues to capture the imagination of millions around the world. As the investigation continues, one thing remains clear: the story of Eden resonates deeply with the human spirit. Whether viewed as a literal location, a spiritual symbol, or an ancient myth, the Garden of Eden represents humanity's longing for a perfect world, a world without suffering, where nature and humanity live in perfect harmony. This search reminds us that, no matter how far we come in our scientific understanding, there is still much about our past, our origins, and our relationship with nature that remains a mystery. The discovery, or the idea of discovering, the Garden of Eden taps into a universal desire to find our place in the world and reconnect with something greater than ourselves. While science may never fully uncover the truth behind Eden, it can certainly offer us new perspectives and potential solutions to the challenges of today. Perhaps, just as the Garden of Eden once held the promise of eternal peace, the plants and knowledge discovered in this cave could help us build a more